Hello Aquarius, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new to the channel, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general reading, so aspects of it may apply to you, but it could also be playing out in somebody else's life, somebody that's in your life currently. So you may see aspects of this coming out in what's going on in their life at this time. So take what resonates for you and then leave the rest. It seems to me, Aquarius, that at this time you have one main theme that's coming out. I work with the 12 houses of the zodiac, so I've already shuffled and laid everything out. I've got three main houses here, the astrological guidance and the goddess guidance that goes with it as well. And the way that it's come out this month, it seems that some of you may be having this theme at the moment where there seems to be something that you would like to initiate or start or perhaps join as in a group or some kind of activity. But it could also be that you may want to perhaps get involved in some sort of like a group or an association or a society or something like that, which is perhaps either got group consciousness or global consciousness, but it could also be about social reform or some kind of almost like a service work, something to do with service or helping others, something like that. So you could be wanting to get more involved in something like that, or it could be something that you want to initiate. Or this could come upon you. This could sort of, you may find that you have to step into a certain role and actually you take on the role really well and it kind of fires you up in some way to move your life forward in a different direction. It may be that. But you're quite confident about this and you're quite keen to do this. But you may have a few people around you. It may be friends or it could be other people around who are not on the same page as you. So they may not be as enthusiastic as you are. Now, this can happen sometimes when somebody is initiating change within a setting, whether it's for themselves or within a group setting. What it can actually be a bit unsettling for them, where somebody else is growing and changing and moving on with things, and they don't like to see the change. It's kind of goes against their particular view of things, and they feel that they are being left behind or that you are moving beyond them in some way, and it kind of brings up a few fears. So that could be occurring. And you may have to say a few things to family members as well. There could be issues to do with that. But this is something that you're feeling on a very deep level. And it's something that is either going to develop or it's something that you've been thinking about for a long time. And it's going to involve a change of direction. So leaving something, moving very slowly from something into another way of life or into perhaps an interest or a hobby or something that you enjoy doing, or it could be service work, as I said, some sort of service work. And what the cards are also saying is that to ignore any negativity that's coming up. So if you're feeling, if you're starting to feel a bit negative about it, then do all you can to overcome that. There may be some naysayers and skeptics, as I said, around you, but if you feel if this is something really close to your heart, this is something really important to you, then you must push on with that. There's no need to rush or hurry. Take your time with it, because everything is going to unfold as it should. But to ignore the negativity and any of those that are displaying sort of fears or angers or kind of not really supportive, just be compassionate towards them, because they're also on their own journey. But don't let that sway you from what it is that you want to do and what you want to initiate. And also don't think, with Saturn return here, don't think that you've missed your chance, or that you're too old to do this, or you don't have the experience to do this, or whatever else may be sort of standing as a kind of an obstacle for you at this time. So just see how this, we'll go into it in more depth, but that's kind of a general theme here, that you're kind of looking at your life and wanting to, or an opportunity may come to you now where you can actually move in a direction which is going to suit you going forward. And you may have had this opportunity in the past, or the opportunity is being created for you now, but you are the one that creates it, okay? So this may be a new goal that you have, or something that you feel you could have done a long time ago, or you wanted to do and you just couldn't. And now, the way things are, you've just seeing an opportunity or a gap and you would like to initiate, and so on. So let's just see how this goes out for you. But for 11th house, as I said, 11th house deals with friendships. So this could be in your life, or it could be in a friend's life that you're seeing this, or as I said, your friends are involved in some way. They could be supportive, or you may, as I said, have some that are displaying, sort of fears, or they're just not really seeing things the way that you are. Or it could be with the 11th house, it could be that you are wanting to focus more on a hobby or an interest of yours, something that you really want to do now, or you want to bring into your life more fully. So it may have been a hobby, part-time, and now you want to bring it on board more fully, something like that. So these are your hopes and your dreams and your visions about what you want to do in the future. So you're making steps towards that now. It could be about that. It could also be about any kind of group that you're a member of. You may be wanting to join a group, or you may be joining already a member of a society or an association. It could even be a sporting activity, whatever it is, but some kind of group mentality or group consciousness that you're involved in. It could also be that perhaps it's a group of companies, or it's some sort of group consciousness that you are joining in some way, shape, or form. It's all everything that goes on with that, all the dynamics within that group, and so on. And it could also be that you're sort of having to deal with your ideals on something. So you have an idealistic view, or you have an ideal which you are working towards. So this is a kind of a futuristic vision or a dream for yourself. It's your hopes, and what it is you would like to do, and all of those things may be coming up. It could also be that you are tracking trends of some kind. So perhaps you're following a trend in society that is emerging at the moment, and it's of interest to you, and you want to follow it more. So this is where it's all covered by the 11th house. At the bottom, you have the Sun Spirit card. So this is a very, very, very positive card. So I feel that you possibly are feeling this. Or it's like your life force, your vitality, your charisma. People could be seeing you in this light at the moment, or you could be displaying this at this time. So this is a very confident card, or it's a confident energy that comes to you. But it's a very warming and enthusiastic energy, and it can also bring you into the spotlight in some way. So in some way, shape, or form, the light is shining on you, or you are taking a leadership role. And this could be leadership in your own hopes and dreams and desires, or it's within a group setting, as I said, or it could be amongst your friendship circle. So you could be leading the way in some sort of endeavor, or just by example. So you could be setting an example, or you could be doing something with your life that other people will look at, or friends would look at, and secretly wish that they could also do that. But, for circumstances around them, they may not. So you kind of are leading the way. You're sort of opening yourself up to that. And it's all the dynamics that goes on around that. It could also be that some sort of summer event is going to be very important for you. This could be a big family event, or some other kind of function that you're looking forward to in the summer months. So all of that can come in with the Sun card. But this is a very positive energy. So this could be coming upon you right now, and you could be radiating this to others. Positivity, confidence, and a very happy and optimistic outlook. And this is very much needed in the world at the moment. So keep on with that. And if you are feeling a little bit uncertain about it, just do everything you can to keep that positive attitude and that sunny outlook going. With the Sun card, that is the energy that you're going to be displaying at this time. As I said, some people may not be looking at you in a supportive way. You may feel that someone not looking at you like that. And with Kuan Yin compassion, release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So you could be in a group dynamic, taking some sort of leadership role and moving forward on certain things that the group is working on, and there may be some people around you who are being quite negative about it, or you're just seeing negativity in your surroundings, or with a particular project which you want to do, or something that you're trying to initiate, or it could be a dream of yours, So just be kind and gentle to yourself while you work yourself through this process. As I said, you could be changing direction in your life in some way and bringing your hobby or your interest more fully into your life. And some people may be skeptical about that. And she is just saying to release any judgments that you may be having about yourself and about others, and focus on positivity and moving forward with grace. That is what this is about. We have the third house messages here. So the third house is all forms of communication. So this can be written, verbal, even body language. So everything to do with any form of communication. It also, electronics and internet and anything like that may also come in with this house as well. It's also about contracts and documents. So something may come up to do with that. So you could be writing certain things down to create a document, or signing a contract, or looking at a contract. So that all may come in for you. It could be writing letters, even whatever is in the realm of possibility for you. This house also can deal with short journeys. This is usually local journeys, or journeys that are not far away, places that are not far away. All of that can come in. The communication can be general communication to people in your environment. It can be neighbors even. But it can also be specific family members, like siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, and general relatives. So there may be some kind of event coming up, or something that you need to say, or you are receiving messages or receiving communication from somebody which could be as close as a relative, or a neighbor even. So something coming in or something going out, some kind of communication, and all that entails. It could also be that you may want to go on a trip, and it involves, taking a car journey as well. That could also come in for the third house. At the bottom, you've got Aries, I am. So this is an action-oriented card. But what it's saying to you is that you need to act in a responsible and measured way. And don't allow yourself to fall into quick temper or frustration or rushing. That can come in with this card. But nonetheless, you may also have to be upfront and very clear about certain things in your communications at this time, but do it in a way which is stating your case and is going to move you forward. So you may have to push on something, just not too hard, but you may have to push forward on something which you want, and want to initiate, or something you may want to say even, or write down. It could be any kind of form of communication, but Aries is a get things done card. No nonsense, no game playing. So this is straightforward. Let's get things sorted out. Let's get things moving. So there's action, there's enthusiasm. It's a fiery energy. You may have to get your warrior status on with this card. It's ruled by Mars. Aries is ruled by Mars, and that is is the god of war. So when I say get your warrior energy, it could be something that you really want to do and you've really got to harness the energy in order to do that. Something that you want to achieve or you want to say. And it normally brings in quick, swift changes or swift action on your on your side. So you may have to make a very quick decision or take a very quick action, but it's moving swiftly, this energy. So you won't have time. You might just have to jump quick at something that comes in, or something you want to say, or something you want to do. You may have to move quickly on it in order to bring it in, or to say something, to get that opportunity, or to have some kind of result. But do it in a, as I said, a responsible and measured way, and you will achieve good results with that. At the top, we've got boss, independent. So your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So whatever it is that you're discussing or talking about or hearing, it could, as I said, be careful with gossip as well. Third house can bring up things to do with gossip or hearing things. Be careful with that as well, especially with the Aries card underneath. Be very careful how you handle it in a, as I said, a responsible and measured way. But with the Bast card, she engenders independence. She's also works very closely with cat lovers. So you know there may be some interest or hobby or something of yours which is coming up, or something that you want to initiate or do or sign or write, some communication that you want to get involved in, or some small journey that you want to take. But for some reason she's coming up. So this is indicating that whatever it is that you're going to do or say, your independence is very important in the outcome. So you need to maintain that for yourself, or you need to make a bid for that with whatever is going on in this house. So keeping your independence is contributing to your strength and success. So avoid negativity as well. Again, it'll come up again in this. And just you focus on what is right for you and move forward on that. But ensure that it's coming from a place of independence, and that you are going to be able to carry that forward, that energy forward into whatever it is that you're working on, or whatever you want to initiate in this house, and with the other elements going on as well. So it could be that you may want to do a small trip, and a whole lot of other people want to come along, but just make sure that you know you are independent, you have your own transport, or you're going to be staying in accommodation which is suitable for you. Whatever, you know, all these possibilities come in, so just see how that comes out for you. The other house, the final house, is 12th house. This house deals with everything to do with the unconscious, which rules about 90% of our lives. So the unconscious is everything that goes on behind the scenes in you. So this is what you know is really deep within us, and this can be your hidden drives, your emotions, your wants, your needs, your kind of programming, or your desires. You know, all of these things, your motivations, any kind of complexity with emotion, things that perhaps you don't display regularly. And so obviously the 12th house is also the house of deep contemplation. So this is normally retreat, withdrawal, and solitude, things like that, times of reflection as well. It can also be about your spiritual life. So whatever that means for you, it can bring in meditation, mysticism, and also healing. Healing is a strong aspect of this house. A lot of people who are in the helping industries or helping professions, when it comes to caring and nurturing of others, have quite a strong 12th house. It can happen quite often. So it's also dealing with any kinds of addictions. 12th house does cover that as well. And you know, it does have an element of service to others as well. So as I said, you could be wanting to move into a profession, or wanting to do more where there is service work to others, or you could be wanting to initiate something, or you could be wanting to join something or learn something about a new avenue for you, or something that is close to your heart. So service work to others can also come in. This is also about your experiences in various types of institutions. So you could be visiting a hospital, or visiting a library, or visiting a university, or visiting any kind of institution, even a government institution, and it's what you learn while you're there. So your experiences there. So 12th house, it's got a lot going for it, many things. Also, resolutions and endings can happen with this house as well. So at the bottom, you've got a beautiful card. You've got Grand Trine Blessings. So this card is saying to you that some blessing is coming into you at this time. But what it's going to bring in is harmony, going with the flow, and feeling content, and also maybe feelings of completion of something. And because this is the 12th house, you could be wrapping something up, or you could be slowly, as I said, slowly moving out of something that you have been doing for some time, and you're now going to be moving in your life in a different direction, or you're going to be slowly bringing in aspects of your life which you want to focus on now. They perhaps haven't been a priority, and now they're becoming a priority. But there's an era, a feeling of completion with this card as well. So, but it's a very harmonious card, and it brings in feelings of comfort, security, and just having a really good harmonious flow. You're being well received by other people. If you need any kind of sort of backup or support from others, whether it's financial or whatever, you will be well received by others. If you need that. So it's a very supportive card, very harmonious card. So good feelings coming in with it, and blessings as well, come flowing in with this card. And at the top we've got Una, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Okay, so you had the Aries card underneath, which can be a very forceful card. So she is saying to you, it may be connected to only to your third house, that energy, but it could also be coming through into, as I said, a general theme going on here. But that's why I said with the Aries energy to do things in a responsible and measured way, which is what she's advocating here. She's saying that there's no need to rush. Or to be feeling that you are running out of time, which the Saturn card can sometimes do. The universe has got this. You are better off to not make any sudden, quick, moves and so on. The urge may be there, or you may feel pressured to, and so on. But if you do have to do something, think about it and try and work through it in as measured way as possible. But obviously, if you see a really good opportunity for yourself, then go for it. But she's saying that in the grand scheme of things, to move forward at a steady pace is going to be better for you, because things are unfolding, and things are being worked out as you go along, and that everything is in perfect timing. So divine timing, and also you will be moved where you need to be moved and do what you need to do. So you will be guided as you go along, and things will unfold. To just have faith in your outcome and what it is that you're planning, or what it is you're moving eventually towards. So if you have, as I said, with Una as well, if you have been involved in something for a long period of time, whatever it may be, and you now want to move forward into another project or another direction in your life, to do it at a slower pace, make it whatever it is you're trying to move towards, make it as a part-time venture, and then you can move forward towards it as you go along. Depends on what it is and what is coming up for you in the 12th house particularly. Here's another card saying, this is Diana, Focused Intention. This is bottom of the Goddess deck. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So this is about focused intention. So whatever it is that you're intending here, just keep your unwavering gaze on the path forward and where you're headed, what it is you want as an outcome. Don't worry about naysayers and skeptics and those that are, not being overly helpful at this time. Just keep yourself focused on what it is that you want, and, aim your bow and you will make your mark. You will actually reach your destination. Just follow your instincts here, and it will come right for you. It's also about staying positive. So it's been mentioned several times here. Saturn Return age. Okay, so the Saturn Return card is all about looking at what, reaping what you sow. That's very much what this card is about, but it has an age element to it. So it's about wisdom and understanding, and various stages in our life. We look back, it's kind of like it's got a hindsight element to it as well. And it could be that, that it's the should have, would have, could have element. When you look back at your life, or look back at last year or the year before, 5 years ago, or whenever it is, and perhaps some things have worked and some things haven't, and it's taking stock of everything. And perhaps some of you will realize that certain things just weren't handled very well, or you didn't perhaps do what you feel now you should have done. But like I said, that's hindsight, and that's the past. It's over, it's done. It's what you do today that's going to matter as you go forward. So there could be a fair amount of reflection and self-analysis going on with this card. Some things may be very difficult to work yourself through. There could be a few losses. There could be some disappointments. But it is very much about, you reap what you sow. So also be gentle with yourself and forgiving, which is what Kuan Yin is saying here, because you're a different person now than who you were last year or the year before or 10 years ago, or whenever it is that you're looking back. And, you grow and you mature as a person, which is what Saturn is about. It's maturity. And you can't leave your energy trapped in a perpetual loop to do with a experience which didn't work out for you, was an unhappy experience. You must release yourself from that experience and move forward. So this card has got a release and redirect energy in it. So it's time to take stock and look at new goals that are going to suit you now, where you are now in your life, and where you want to be. And so, for a great many people, family and work and all that has taken priority for a long time, and their priorities are changing now. Perhaps they now have more time for themselves. But what the Saturn Return card is saying is that, you may feel like you've run out of time, or that you're too old for something, or that your moment has come and gone. And that's not the case. You've got a unique opportunity now to redirect your life. It's a very powerful point in your life, because now you have choices. Now you can really decide which way you want to go and what it is that you want to initiate, and go for it. Take stock of everything, be realistic about how you're going to achieve this and what you need to do. But it really, it's a very good energy to have when you need to redirect your energy, to free it up from where it has been trapped, or where you have been utilizing it, and redirect it now into an area which is going to suit you going forward. So set new goals for yourself and work steadily towards that. There's no quick action with this. There's no quick fix, and is backing that up. It's going to be a slower moving energy, but slow and steady, building one brick at a time. You're building a new foundation now for yourself, and the stronger you make the foundation, the better the eventual structure will be. I have this pack of Destiny cards. They've been packed a long time, so I've just unpacked them now. So I want to just pull card for you and see what comes up. They're very small, hard to shuffle. This one wants to come out. Let's have a look. Reliability. Okay, so this is very much a Saturn energy as well. And it will also come in with your Sun Spirit card here. So reliability means you need to show up for yourself as well. So with whatever it is that you're doing and whatever's coming up for you, you need to show up for yourself and be responsible for your own hopes, your own dreams, and where you want to move forward in life now. And forget about those that may be trying to put you off, or you may feel unsupported in certain sectors here. But with the reliability card, I feel mostly that it is that you need to show up for yourself, and you need to put yourself forward, and your hopes and your dreams and whatever else that it is that you want to work on. And if you are involved in a group endeavor, your reliability is going to cement your position there, or whatever it is that you may be trying to initiate, because certainly the Sun Spirit card is going to activate something where you are going to have to take a leadership role and steer in some way. So your reliability and your dependability, are, via, from when others see you, they want to see that in you as a leader. And bring all your wisdom and your experience, which is what Saturn is about, into the fray, and you won't go wrong, really. Okay, Aquarius, hope you enjoyed that. Take care, and I will see you next time.